I've always known I'm the fastest man in the world. It's everybody else who's just figuring that out because they usually like a title associated with it. And in my head, I'm like, well, if that's what you guys need, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get the proof. But to me, I'm still the same guy.
My aunt died. Next morning, my cousin had a stroke. A couple hours later, one of my good friends' husband passed away. Then I caught COVID. And that was all between the Olympic trials.
I hope the message that they got is no matter what obstacles or hurdles that you have and you're facing, that you don't believe that you're going to be stuck with them forever. That shouldn't diminish what you believe to be accomplished as you go on through life. I know a lot of people who get stuck in that space because they feel this is, a disability, or this is the cap as far as they can go, just because they have such a thing as a depression, anxiety. Maybe they're amputee, maybe they, deal with being on the spectrum. That shouldn't matter. Your goals should not be limited to the situation that you're in, because you can always shoot for more. And if you don't, why should you hurt yourself or blame yourself for not trying?
That's with the highs come the lows. That's just life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you. Thank you both.
And anytime I've gotten COVID, it's never been about the temperatures. It's always been about the body aches, the chills, the headaches, the cold, and then asthma joining in on that and making it even worse. That's our worst fear. I mean, when I was back in the medical bay underneath the track, their biggest concern was me getting bronchitis, because we didn't want something to get infected and the asthma really start to take form. So we had to really jump on top of that, because if that was the case, I probably would have had to get a trip to the hospital for sure. And of course, no, this is not how I envisioned my Paris Olympics, but I'm just as proud of myself as I would have been if I obtained 3 gold medals. Grabbing the 100 was, I think, the most important thing.
If I'm a 2-parent family and things aren't going too well, we can still do it. Like, I want them to know.
It's fun to be the anti-hero sometimes. A little bit of Deadpool in there.
A little bit of Deadpool. That's what you kind of liking yourself too, in that way, kind of like a Deadpool in a way.
Yeah, a little bit. You're still gonna count on me to win the day, aren't you? No, but I mean, it is what it is. As my mom used to say, the higher you go up on the ladder, the more your underwear show. So regardless, people are going to have opinions. And to be honest, they've never met me, so they wouldn't know. But everybody who's ever met me comes away saying, oh my gosh, I feel so inspired. That was the coolest guy I've ever met.
And everything that, he has accomplished, I think, as mothers,
it's not a thing of I consider. No, they are. They're Olympic champions, and the Olympic champions, you face the whole world, and they saw how difficult it is, and of course they came out on top, and of course I knew they would because we have some of the greatest athletes, but they saw you can't just slap everybody together and say this is a great team. There was a ton of countries out there who say, hey, we're not lying down just because we don't play in the NBA. We have cohesion, we have our own way of playing the game, and there was a lot of close calls. But again, like myself, I have confidence in the U.S. basketball teams that they were going to make it all the way. And I think they were playing Serbia a few nights ago, and they were down probably like 10, 15 points, and my coach was like, oh, they're in trouble now. I said, how close is it? He's like, 15 points. No, they're going to win.
I never quite know how to answer it, because I feel like as a mom, I've always been proud of Noah for overcoming so many adversities. And I think the thing that I'm the most proud of for him is that he has a teachable heart. So that is something that you can't really parent, you can't really coach. So if I say something to him, I'm like, Noah, I think you might want to consider X, Y, and Z, then he'll actually sit down and listen. Or if I'll say, Noah, I think this came off inappropriately, or Noah, let's not do this. Then instead of saying, oh, Mom, you don't know what you're talking about, he'll actually listen. And I might be right and I might be wrong. But the fact that he actually listens to myself and his pops is what makes the difference. And I really appreciate the fact that he'll even send a text message after we have the uncomfortable conversations. He'll say something like, "Thank you for telling me the things that I didn't want to hear. Thank you for being honest with me. Thank you for being part of my family." Because those show emotional maturity. So yeah, this is all great and the medals and everything, but it's those moments that I'm the most proud of him for. It was fun. I found out a few days ago, and then she was telling me and explaining to me the vision behind it. And I was like, oh, this is really going to inspire a lot of people. So I was really excited to be a part of it.